everyone, how are you doing? I've officially just got back from uni, so this room is a tip. Promise it will probably be sorted out eventually, but videos will be a lot more regular. I'm hoping to do a video once a week, but during uni time, just so you know, they're probably going to be every fortnight, because life. I said in my last video, you can watch that here if you want, about how I've grown so much as a person in the past term, but also in the past year, and it's been an incredible journey, and I'm so grateful that I've had so many lovely people surrounding me and helping me develop as a person. So, as a celebration of the fact it is the end of year and I have come a very long way, I thought I'd read to you a horror story I wrote in primary school. This is future Carrie talking to you in the future, and I realised I forgot to talk about it and it needs to be talked about. The shooting of Christina Grimmie and the Orlando shooting. I wish as a British citizen I could help in some way or other. I've tried as much as possible. I'll link down below some donation pages and some petitions. Because it's so important that even though we don't live in the US, we do as much as we can to try and help these really unfortunate families going through such a horrible time. And I just wanted to say that because I feel like this needs to be talked about more often. And they're ignoring the fact that it's an LGBTQ+ targeted shooting, and the fact it was a Latinx night. This all needs to be talked about, and the media is not talking about this. So please, if you're watching this, please spread the word of the thing that the news is ignoring and how crucial it is that it needs to be talked about, and try and find any way you can in order to help. Anyway, back to the video, and I hope you enjoy. It's called The Little Book of Stories. It's from West Wimbledon Primary School. Oh, the good old days when I was very weird. And in my class we had to write a collection of horror stories, and mine was about a werewolf, and it is awful. I'm going to read it to you today. I really hope you enjoy it, because it is goddamn awful. Page 92. That is when the travesty starts. It's only 2 pages, by the way. That's how long. I thought it was like a masterpiece and I thought I should win awards. This is called The Curse of Death ... by Caroline Morrison. One wood, one adventure. 4 friends named Elizabeth, Zach, Jake and Danny. They wanted to have a little walk through spooky forest. As they were walking, a heron flew by the river and gulped up any fish it saw. Okay, so in our horror stories we had to mention like the bird that our classes were named after, and ours was a heron. So this is very subtle plucking in a heron right over here. They were here to write an essay about herons. The heron has a capital letter. So they took pictures and described the way it looked on their piece of paper while Danny was exploring the woods. But then Danny couldn't see anyone anymore. Grammar. It was pure black where he was standing, except the sun shedding a tiny bit of light through the clouds. He glared through the trees. They were rustling. Then a wolf burst out of the branches and bit Danny right on the arm. Right there you go, Danny, right there on the arm. Danny ran. The wolf chased after him. He ran as fast as lightning. He looked behind him. Couldn't see the wolf no longer. Wait, who? Shouldn't it say he couldn't? God damn it, Caroline! Read your sentences! He caught up with the others eventually, at home. They had a little talk about what happened to him. The friends were surprised. After a while they got bored and went home. This was all one sentence, by the way. I couldn't deal with commas. I didn't know when to end sentences, so I just kept on putting commas. It was Danny's bedtime. He put on a plaster on his injured arm and went to bed straight after. Yeah, so the wolf bite was not that bad. Just put on a plaster. Yeah? Dad just rang me and I'm going to Grandma and Granddad's as a Father's Day trip But I will finish the story before I go. I know this is riveting stuff, guys, so I know you're on the edge of your seat right now. Put on a plaster. That's how you fix a wolf bite. He was a bit scared in his room, so he went outside to get some fresh air. Then when he saw the full moon, he paused. Dot, dot, dot. Then there on his body, fur. His hair became long and black. His arms and legs were now covered with black fur. Then his face turned black, and his eyes turned red. He was officially a werewolf. Beforehand, it was unofficial, guys. This is the official announcement. Danny is officially a werewolf, just to clarify, by Caroline Morrison. Danny is now a werewolf. Danny howled. His friends heard and phoned their windows. Oh. His friends heard and opened their windows. I used the wrong there. I hate myself. And opened their windows to see what was going on. They saw Danny outside his garden and they were shocked! Exclamation mark! The next day, Elizabeth, Zach and Jake told him that he was cursed as a werewolf. Danny heard them and ran to the woods. Such detail, such great storytelling. He needed to find a way to kill himself. What the hell, Caroline? You're in year 6! Why are you going that deep? Oh, and in brackets, I write, he needed to do that because he needed to protect his friends. After all, werewolves do kill their best friends. This is when I was watching Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and they were learning about werewolves, and I genuinely thought in the film that Hermione meant that werewolves always kill their best friends and they know who their best friends are. I'm an idiot. He was at the river and saw a bottle of poison floating on the blue water. Convenient. Convenient poison bottle in the river. Danny scooped it up and drank it in one big gulp and fell into the grass. Elizabeth, Zach and Jake ran towards him before he did something horrible. Well, he did. You're a bit too late for that, mate. They found his body near the river. They ran to him. There was no life in Danny. Poor Danny. Danny was dead. Just to clarify, when I said no life in Danny, I actually meant Danny was dead. Just to clarify. Then they heard a growl. His friends looked behind them. The wolf. ... What is it with me and ellipsis? If you ever come through Spooky Forest, great name. If you ever come through Spooky Forest again, you'll see 4 dead bodies lying near the river, with the wolf lurking through the darkness. ... As you can tell, I won a Pulitzer Prize and I am now officially a best-selling author. I have my new novel coming out, which is an epilogue, which is called The Curses of Death. It's another bunch of people. I could read you all of these stories in here of all my classmates, but I feel like I shouldn't. But thank you very much for watching and hearing this riveting horror story. Comment below if you want any more stuff like this. I'll try and see if I can find anything like this. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click that like button and make sure you subscribe as well. Oh god, this was terrible.